Christy Berry Hill and Perry Sue. I think we have a very special presentation that's going to be made here.
Hi, I'm Christy Berry Hill, and I'm the president of the Novato Boosters Club from Novato Gymnastics, and I'm here today to present the City of Novato with a check for $31,000. And we would just like to say how thankful and grateful we are to have our girls train in such a beautiful facility. We feel so lucky. And we'd also like at this time to extend an invitation to our upcoming meet, the Novato Spring Classic, which will be March 11th, 12th, and 13th. And I'll let Perry tell you a little more about the meet.
Good evening. My name is Perry Sue, Recreation Supervisor for the City of Novato since 1998, and also head coach of the Novato Gymnastics team. I was fortunate enough to get in at the ground level when the renovation of the Gymnastics Center occurred, starting from moving the program in with a couple hundred participants to most currently our session that we're in now. We have 800 participants. In my experience I can say that the Novato Gymnastics Center is one of the finest facilities in Northern California, and combined with the Downtown Recreation Center offers one of the most unique recreational programs around. Most recently being able to serve on the committee that is writing the RFP, the request for proposal for the recreation software. I've come to find out even more so how unique the City of Novato's gymnastics program is, in that it's large scale, large participation. There are a few city programs that have offered as wide of an opportunity as Novato has. The team currently has 38 team members on the girls' team. In 5 different skill levels where they compete through state, regional, and when we have the level national competitions, along with Novato Gymnastics Boosters, who's been able to raise funds, especially during times when our program has needed it. They've been able to help our resources as well as donate equipment and help, especially to help run our gymnastics meets. The 2016 Novato Gymnastics Classic, as Christy mentioned, on March 11th through 13th, where we will have more than 500 competitors from over 25 teams, and of course their families and friends that are coming into town that'll come through Novato, hit the restaurants and shops, and some staying in the hotels, and much more. We hope to have our tentative schedule finalized to where I'll be able to share with you exactly the sessions that the Novato Gymnastics team will compete in. So while we will have competition from the 11th through the 13th, the Novato Gymnastics team itself will be competing most likely on Saturday the 12th. And I will be following this up with an email to invite you and with a more final schedule. Again, Novato Gymnastics Boosters has been a big part of the entire relationship, and we're happy to have them support our program as well as continue to push us forward. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, and again, we'll follow up with an invitation.
Great, Perry. I want to thank you and Christy very much for coming and presenting us with the check. If you could just turn around and face the audience now. I need to say the Novato Gymnastic Boosters, we would not be where we are today if it wasn't for them. Because we had really significant reductions in our revenue. And there was a real possibility that we may not have been able to provide the service that our wonderful teachers like Perry does for the youth in our community about gymnastics, which teaches them a lot about how they present themselves, how to be proud of themselves and be able to be athletic or just enjoying gymnastics. The boosters really stepped up, and I think this is a record amount that they have contributed to the city. $31,000 is an awful lot of money. And I know that they've had a lot of raffles, a lot of spaghetti feeds and things of that nature with all of the parents in order to get to that amount. And a big thank you from the bottom of our heart from the city of Novato for being such a generous partner with the city of Novato. And I need to comment about Perry. Perry is fantastic. Was it about 4 or 5 years ago, we had a Chinese delegation come, and they didn't speak hardly any English, or they didn't speak English at all, but Perry introduced me. I was mayor that time, and they were just fascinated with the fact that we had such an extensive gymnastics program, and our facility was really, and still is, very state-of-the-art. And as Perry said, it's one of the best ones in Northern California. I would actually say it's one of the best ones in the state of California, but it's really fantastic. And the Chinese delegation was just fabulous about the whole facility, but they were just awesome about the partnership that we had with the boosters, and that it was a public and a nonprofit partnership as well, which Novato does a lot of. If you don't know where the Gymnastics Center is, it's on 7th and Grant. Highly recommend that you take a look at it. Just go on March 11th, 12th, and 13th. When the competition is, I've talked to parents from Vallejo, from the Valley, from Eureka, that come here and bring their kids to compete. It's a fantastic thing. And Perry, you do a fantastic job. You do it with passion, you do it with the expertise, and with real professionalism as well. And you do a fantastic job over there with the entire staff. So let's give them a round of applause. And thank you very much for the $31,000 check. I promise I won't go cash it. I'm going to give it right to Brian, who will put it in the bank. So thanks a lot, Christy and Perry. Don't lose that.